Opposition figures have raised concerns the Scottish Government is rigging the rules of a future independence referendum. Scottish Tory MSPs accused ministers of an inappropriate attempt to exclude the independent Electoral Commission from the process of deciding the question to be put to voters. It follows an ongoing row over whether the watchdog should retest 2014's yes/no question. The SNP want to keep this format, while some opponents favour a leave/remain option because of its toxic echoes of Brexit. The issue was reignited once again at Holyrood's Finance and Constitution Committee, which is scrutinising the Referendums Bill, the legislation setting out the framework for any future referendum. Constitutional Relations Secretary Michael Russell tabled amendments which would limit the use of any question to the lifetime of the Parliament which approved it, meaning no more than 5 years in practice. However, this validity period could be extended to 2 parliamentary terms for a previously approved question if MSPs voted in favour of such an extension. This would still allow the yes/no question of 2014 to be reused in 2020, when Nicola Sturgeon wants to hold a second vote, without the Commission testing it, but only if Parliament approved. Scottish Tory MSP Adam Tompkins criticised the move as inappropriate and premature, as the Commission has not agreed to it. He said, "This is one of the most important issues raised by the bill, and the reason why it's important is because referendums decide things, and they decide big things, things that matter, things that change the entire nation. And it is surely something that we should all want to agree with, that the ground rules for setting up referendums must be unimpeachable." The First Minister herself has referred to the 2014 independence referendum as the gold standard. He added, "There is a lingering suspicion that seeking to bypass the independent statutory function of the Electoral Commission, or seeking to minimise the independent statutory function of the Electoral Commission is rigging the rules of a future referendum. There is a very clear three-way relationship. Ministers propose referendum questions, the Electoral Commission independently tests the intelligibility of those questions and then Parliament decides. That should happen for every referendum in the United Kingdom, or in any part of the United Kingdom." Scottish Tory MSP Murdo Fraser also branded Mr Russell's amendments premature. He added, "They are putting the cart before the horse, because we do not at this point have an agreement with the Electoral Commission. And for the Cabinet Secretary to put forward these amendments stating what he wants the position to be, when there's not been agreement with the Electoral Commission, I think is pushy. For more on this story, visit the news article link.